Friends, myself Archana Marude. In last video, we study about the three modes of transfer of heat, that is conduction, convection and radiation. That means how the heat transfer in solids, liquids and gases. And after watching today's video, you will be able to understand what is meant by thermal conductivity, which factors affects conduction of heat, and what is the statement of law of thermal conductivity. First we see what is by thermal conductivity. This thermal conductivity of a material means heat conducting ability of material. For that, consider a metal bar. Suppose AB is a metal bar whose cross-sectional area is denoted by capital A, and consider two planes C and D in the bar. Consider this is a metal bar, this is the steam chamber, and we take this metal bar in this wooden box, and here there is a insulating material called as bad conducting material. It is used because the heat is not radiated in the surrounding. These are two planes, plane C, first plane, plane D, second plane. And here this is the steam chamber. This is inlet. That means heat is taken in that steam chamber and that same steam is passed through this metal rod. And here first that heat is given to this part, that is here temperature is noted, that is theta 1. And after that it is observed that then this section is also get heated and that temperature is noted as theta 2. And remember one thing, here theta 1 is always greater than theta 2 because heat is transferred from this first point to the last point, that is from plane C to plane D. Let Q is the amount of heat flowing from plane C to plane D. D is the distance between these two thermometers, or it is also called as distance between plane C and D. Theta 1, this is the temperature of plane C. Here thermometer is placed. Then theta 2 is temperature of plane D. Here second thermometer is placed. And here theta 1 is always greater than theta 2. Then from that we state the law of thermal conductivity. Its statement is the amount of heat Q flowing from plane C to D. Here plane C, here it is plane D. At steady state temperature is directly proportional to area of rod. Second, it is directly proportional to temperature difference between two planes, that is theta 1 minus theta 2. It is also directly proportional to time and inversely proportional to the distance between two thermometers. Here temperature difference is denoted by theta 1 minus theta 2 and D is the distance between two thermometers. Then from that statement we write the equation as, here Q is the amount of heat flowing from plane C to plane D. Then from statement it is directly proportional to cross sectional area. This is equation number 1. Then again the amount of heat is directly proportional to the temperature difference. That means theta 1 minus theta 2. That is equation number 2. Then again amount of heat is directly proportional to time. This is equation number 3. And amount of heat is inversely proportional to the distance. And therefore we write Q is directly proportional to 1 upon D. That is equation number 4. Then when we observe these four equations, it is observed that left hand side is same, Q is same. And therefore when we combine these four equations, we get Q as common and it is directly proportional to A, it is directly proportional to T, it is directly proportional to theta 1 minus theta 2 and it is inversely proportional to D. And when we take equal sign in next step, then consider a constant on right hand side. Therefore, equation becomes Q equal to K as a constant into A into T into theta 1 minus theta 2 upon D. And where this K is called as coefficient of thermal conductivity. It is a constant and its value depends on material of rod. And therefore here we get the equation as Q equals to K into A theta 1 minus theta 2 into T upon D. This is equation number 1. Then if we consider that cross sectional area has value 1, that is called as a unit area. The temperature difference or change in temperature is equals to 1 and also time is equals to 1 and distance between two thermometer is 1. And remember one thing, when we take the value of any quantity as 1, then it is called as unit quantity. Here all the values are equal to 1. Then when we put these values of A, theta 1 minus theta 2, T and D as value 1 in this equation number 1. Therefore, equation number 1 becomes as Q equals to K as it is, value of area is 1, value of theta 1 minus theta 2 is 1, value of time is 1 and also value of distance is 1. And therefore, we get Q equals to K. That means amount of heat is equals to coefficient of thermal conductivity. But it is possible when all the quantities are equal to 1. And from that, we write the definition of coefficient of thermal conductivity. And that coefficient of thermal conductivity is defined as the amount of heat, that means it is equals to Q, flowing through a material in 1 second because time is 1, through unit area because area is 1, of material of unit thickness, distance is 1, with unit temperature difference, means theta 1 minus theta 2 equals to 1, between its opposite faces. And from this equation number 1, we read the formula for K as K equals to, here this D is taken into left hand side, therefore it is multiplied to Q. Equation becomes K equals to Q into D, and this whole part, that is A into theta 1 minus theta 2 into T, it is also taken on left hand side. Therefore, formula for coefficient of thermal conductivity is K equals to Q into D upon A theta 1 minus theta 2 into T. Then now we find the CGS and MKS unit of coefficient of thermal conductivity. When we write the CGS and MKS unit of any quantity, then first, if the quantity is single, then write the unit directly. But if there are more quantities, then first write the unit of each quantity and then write the final unit. First we find the CGS unit of this coefficient of thermal conductivity. Here formula is K equals to Q into D upon A theta 1 minus theta 2 into T. And CGS unit of heat is calorie. For distance unit is centimeter upon unit of area is centimeter square. Unit of temperature is degree Celsius and unit of time is second. And therefore we get the final unit as calorie upon centimeter degree Celsius second, because here 1 centimeter get cancelled. Then we write the MKS unit of this coefficient of thermal conductivity. Here unit of heat in MKS system is kilocalorie upon unit of area in MKS system is meter. Unit of temperature difference is degree Celsius and unit of time in MK system is second, and therefore MK's unit of thermal conductivity is kilocalorie upon meter degree Celsius second. Then what is by temperature gradient? Here, as we know that from law of thermal conductivity, Q equals to K into A, theta 1 minus theta 2 into T upon D. And in this equation, the factor theta 1 minus theta 2 upon D is called as a temperature gradient. In short, it is denoted by T dot G. And from that, we define that temperature gradient is, it is the change in temperature per unit length of rod, or it is also defined as change in temperature per unit distance between two thermometers. Therefore, formula for temperature gradient is equals to theta 1 minus theta 2 upon D, where theta 1 is initial temperature, theta 2 is final temperature, and D is the distance between two thermometers. Then when we find the CJ's and MK's unit of temperature gradient, first write the unit of temperature upon unit of distance. Therefore, CJ's unit of temperature is degree Celsius and unit of distance is meter, or we may write the SI unit as degree Kelvin upon meter. Now we solve some examples. First example is a metal rod of length 0.20 meter has one of its ends at 20 degrees Celsius while the other is at 50 degrees Celsius. Find the temperature gradient. First, we write the given values. Here, first given value is length of rod, or we may take as distance between two thermometers. Therefore, value of D is 0.20 meter. Then, next value is given as one of its ends at 20 degrees Celsius and while the other is at 50 degrees Celsius. And as we know that theta 1 is always greater than theta 2, and therefore theta 1 has value 50 degrees Celsius and theta 2 has value 20 degrees Celsius. And we have to find the temperature gradient. And use the formula for temperature gradient as theta 1 minus theta 2 upon D. Then put the values of theta 1, theta 2 and D. We get in bracket 50 minus 20 upon value of D is 0.2. Therefore, we get 30 upon 0.2 and the final answer is temperature gradient is equals to 150. Then write the unit degrees Celsius upon meter. Second example is find the quantity of heat conducted in 5 minutes across a silver sheet of size 40 cm into 30 cm of thickness 3 mm if its two faces are at 40 degrees Celsius and 25 degrees Celsius. And value of K for silver is 0.1 kilocalorie upon meter degree Celsius second. First, write the given values. Here, question is that find the quantity of heat. That means we have to calculate Q in 5 minutes. Therefore, time is 5 minutes. Convert it into seconds. As we know that 1 minute equals to 60 seconds. Therefore, here 5 is multiplied by 60. We get 300 seconds. Across a silver sheet of size, that means area of that sheet is 40 centimeter into 30 centimeter. We get 1200 centimeter square. And its thickness is 3 millimeter. Therefore, D equals to 3 millimeter. Convert it into meter. We get 3 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. And value of coefficient of thermal conductivity for silver is 0.1 kilocalorie upon meter degree Celsius second. Then first we find the temperature difference, that is theta 1 minus theta 2. Value of theta 1 is 40 and value of theta 2 is 25. Therefore we get theta 1 minus theta 2 equals to 15 degrees Celsius. Then we use the formula for Q. The formula is Q equals to K into A, theta 1 minus theta 2 into T upon D. First put the value of K as 0.1. Value of area is 0.12. Value of theta 1 minus theta 2 is 15. Value of time is 300 upon value of distance is 3 into 10 raised to minus 3. Then first the multiplication of numerator, we get 54 upon in denominator 3 into 10 raised to minus 3. When we solve this, we get the answer as Q equals to 18,000 kilocalorie. That's